The question for the hour is, what are any of you doing for your own mental fitness? For me, it's this. I've been doing things around the house. I devoted a week to reorganizing my tool closet. I've been doing other projects. And I'm a little worn out on writing about death-driven topics. And, well, that's some of the main stuff I write about. And so this is, for me, something I personally really want to do. What about you? What are you doing for your own mental? First, let's start with a different question. Are any of you by yourselves where you're staying?
I am part of the time.
But you both are seeing clients. Now, Lynn, you're seeing yours online?
I'm not doing any clinical practice right now, but I am teaching online. So I see my student and I'm supervising interns. So I am seeing them, but all online. The only people I'm seeing in person are my son and my daughter-in-law who's about to give birth. So they're very nearby. So I see them, they see me. But some of the time I'm also by myself, which is really weird. I usually travel so much. I'm like on the go all the time. I'm in 18 million different states. I'm never really here that much. So being here a lot makes me remember, oh yeah, right. I am here by myself a lot of the time. And it has been really weird.
It definitely is. Like I'm in the hub of New York, and I've been doing a lot of Lego, a lot of Lego. So my stimulus check has been going to that habit. You can see some of it up there. There's a Batmobile up here. There's a Tower of Orthanc, and I'm just finishing an off-brand Alien from Aliens.
Nice.
So it's been very Lego filled, to say the least, but exhausting, and things like this definitely help. So it's a lot of Zoom socialization and Lego building.
So the rest of you, who are you seeing in person? I've got my wife, and it's a really good thing we like each other. And my sister-in-law lives next door, so she's in our tiny little circle. She'll come over. I still don't remember going within 6 feet of her, but that's it for who.
Is that a family thing or a COVID thing? I'm just curious.
I think it's just where I usually sit when she happens to enter the house. Is on the other side.
Okay, sure, right. Okay, got
that. I'm with Jeff, so my boyfriend, but he and the 3 cats. So luckily, we both work at home all the time. So we're used to being together 24 hours a day. So it's actually been lovely. I mean, he's working on a script right now, and I'm not working. So I've knitted blankets for my cats.
Okay.
Well, they're my roommates. I need to do something nice for them, I guess. It's the one domestic skill I have.
That. I'd like some video footage of you giving your cats the blankets. That's
it's on my Facebook page. It's on my Facebook page. There's a picture of the cats on the blanket I knit. So now my family members are requesting them. So, and that's literally the only domestic skill I have. I can't cook. I can't do it. I can just knit blankets and scarves. One stitch. That's all I know.
I'm seeing an online business forming here. A year from now, yeah.
Absolutely.
Kitty blanket pie. Yes, okay. I'm with my family. Three offsprings. I can't call them children or kids. I can call them kids, but they're not kids. They're young adults now. The youngest is 24. The oldest is 30. We're all in this building together. Although we've ventured out, we've done the social distancing thing, but we have not then locked into this. I live in the borough of the Bronx. So, and then where we are, this Van Cortlandt Park right next door. So in the early stages of like April, you could walk into the park and not see another soul for quite a while. So you could walk around and get some exercise. As people became tired of that, you have more people now. It's like a swarm. So it's not quite the same thing. But, we'll step out and we'll come back in. I'm used to at least moving through the city quite a bit. I'm used to being in different places as a writer. Even sometimes I'll go sit in a cafe or whatever, and the ambient noise, you know, is part of the energy. Not getting that, you know, since March. So I think I need a change of scene every now and then so that I don't get the feeling that I'm doing time for a crime I didn't commit, you know, that sort of thing. And then last, I would say I also teach online. So I'm lucky enough to be teaching for the New York Film Academy, and the vast majority of their students are from different parts of the world. So when we were face-to-face in the school building, that was fun. And it's interesting now doing online courses with, you know, sometimes 18 students who are in different parts of the world.
I see my wife, but she is a nurse practitioner. So she has been going to work this entire time. I see my kid, who's 2 and is fun, but not a fantastic conversationalist yet. So I spend a lot of my time what feels like effectively alone, because with Katrina as a nurse practitioner, like, she's at work a lot. And, you know, my kid is at daycare some, because luckily with her being a first responder type position, he is still qualified to go to daycare, although we're only sending him a couple of days a week just to try to keep it safer, but we're still sending him a couple of days a week because it's like I have work as well, and also I need to stay sane because it's a lot of time to spend trapped in a house with a 2-year-old whom you can't take anywhere. And then I also mostly I see my writers group every week. I've been a member of the same group.
How do you see them?
Just like this, same thing, only with a lot more not safe for work backgrounds for the most part from everybody. But just through Zoom. This is the same writers group I've been a member of for about a decade. And, you know, the second COVID hit, our president was like, all right, guys, we're switching to Zoom. We're just going to keep the ball rolling. So we meet every Wednesday. In fact, I'll be meeting with them in a few hours, probably. But yeah, even though like I see my wife every day, there's still a lot of days where she's at work for like 13 hours. So it's very effectively me by myself for a lot of it, which is nice on the days where I'm working and my kid is at daycare, because then I just write all day and, you know, no big deal. But any other day, it's lonely and boring and honestly very stressful.
I hear you. I don't have a 2-year-old kid, but that last part of it, I definitely get.
Yeah.
So
there's so often that I've beat myself up not feeling like I've been more productive writing during this, but there was a great Onion article that the title is like, Area Man not sure why greatest stressful event of his entire life would be the thing to make him more productive. You know, and I'm like, I've been trying to really like keep that in mind, because I'm like, just surviving is productivity enough. You know, I shouldn't be like, you know, I only wrote 300 words the last couple of days. That's really not enough. I'm like, everything's going. We're surviving. So
I get what you're saying about why am I not doing more? Why am I not being, you know, Green Lantern? It's really kind of funny how our brains play with us sometimes, and will take some minuscule poop to stop us, and yet here we are. You know, it's like I can work through this. I can ignore all of this and all the political and all of the social. I can just so I can. No, you can't, because quiet as it's kept, we are human beings. Whoa, I said it out loud. I'm sorry.
Your secret's safe. Your secret.
Oh, thank you. Yes, this in this group, right?
Yeah.
we won't tell.
Yeah, we won't tell anybody.
Yeah, there was some professional psychological association, I don't remember which one, sent something out early on, April or so, saying don't beat yourself up because you're not productive. There's a whole bunch of things we're all dealing with right now. And I think it was important to say that, at least at some level in our culture. Right?
Yeah.
Because you're right, you know, every day to day we struggle to feel like we're struggling to find time to do the creative things we want to do. And yet now there's all this time and we don't necessarily find ourselves doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I could have written 2 books by now, but I can't. So I realized what I have to do, because I had a family member get COVID, and it just all kinds of stuff has been going on over here. That's insanely stressful. So So I decided that I'm not going to beat myself up for not writing more books. What I'm going to do instead is take care of myself physically. So I've been running every day. So I've been running 5 miles a
Good
day.
for you.
I've done the length of a half marathon 4 times. I have 3 medals in my wall behind me, and 2 of them I got during quarantine. So we're lucky we live like right across the street from a park. So
Nice.
I go over there and I feed squirrels and ravens every day. They know me. They chase me if I don't stop. That's why I have to carry peanuts in my
See
little
birds.
backpack. They do. No, you know what? I had 15 of them the other day, and I was sitting, and they were all about a foot away from me. And then, of course, this guy drove by, and he's like, "I forgot my lunch. You want to feed me?" Every time.
Stick the animals
Every
on.
time.
Pull that
Just not
shot
with
gun here.
Yeah, it's like Willard, go.
Yes, seriously, I really do need to train them. But I think the physical stuff's helped a lot. Getting out of I have to get out of the house. I have to be outside. I've learned to run in a mask. And I still do the thing where I'm out in traffic or up on the grass just to, if anyone's anywhere near me, because I don't want to make anyone freak out. So, because I know I am breathing harder, but that's really helped. And I found that the physical activity is helping me a lot more than trying to do anything else productive right now, but in shape. So that's cool.
Hey.
Something.
I've mastered sitting. I really got it down pat now.
Nice.
I haven't heard of any, marathons for it though.
I've been focusing on my posture.
Yeah.
I think you could make yourself a medal.
Yeah.
Make yourself a medal for sitting, because Jeff made me, I don't know if you can see it in the background, it's my cat's face, but he made me a medal for the half marathon.
Yeah, he did that.
Been turning my garage into an exercise room, and then discovering that I'm allergic to the garage.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, why did you live to the garage?
It's
Possibly mold or some pollen.
I think mold and dust. That's my guess.
Yeah.
Although it sounds like I'm saying I'm allergic to the exercise, but no. Of course, not everybody out there can afford to get the new exercise equipment for the new room. A whole lot of people out there suffering financially. There's still things they can do. Like Jenna, you're going running. That's a pretty cheap activity.
Yeah, and you know what else?
The marathons.
I have a 10-pound weight and 2 3-pound weights. And so when I would go to the gym every day, I would use much heavier weights. And so instead, I've tried to find all these weird creative ways. Like I've got myself halfway over the sofa trying to hold all the weights together without dropping, because you can't find heavier weights anywhere. Like not in LA, they're gone. So I'm trying to do these sit-ups for my lower back and all kinds of stuff. So I've just gotten really creative with it. I've even tried to do pull-ups on top of a door. Turns out that doesn't work very well.
It's great for your door, though.
Not the way I do.
Spending a lot of time thinking about doing just those kind of things.
I do incline push-ups at the sink.
Oh, nice, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a
up
good
to
idea.
45 now.
Good.
Yeah, I've been doing some push-ups like in between patients. Like on the days that I remember to do that, I try to do like 10 to 15 push-ups in between patients, so I get like 100 in by the end of the day.
Nice.
I would say I remember to do that like once a week, so I call it a success.
That is a success. Well, one of the ways I've gotten myself to get out and run every morning, because I do not want to every morning, is I have my exercise clothes out next to my desk in the morning. And as soon as I have that first thought of, I get up and put them on, because then I look stupid wearing a sports bra if I don't go out and run. So I'm
not going to say
Same.
anything.
Yeah.
Same here.
I don't think judgment is a factor here. No.
That's what you need to do, though. You need to, I had to make a rule for myself. We put the exercise bike, which luckily we had gotten a really nice exercise bike right before the pandemic. So it's in the spare bedroom on the upper floor. So it's very convenient. And my rule is I'm not allowed to go downstairs until I have done my circuit of stretches and PT stuff.
Nice.
And then ridden the bike for 20 minutes. All I'm allowed to have is like a drink so I can hydrate, and that's right there. And I won't go downstairs until I'm done. And by making that rule, my compliance with doing that routine has been so much better than it has ever been in my life. Somebody should have told me that like 20 years ago.
So to follow up on that, I made myself a rule that I can't drink any alcohol in the day until I've run at least 1 mile.
Nice.
So that's my motivation to run a mile.
Nice.
But when you get back, oh boy.
The wine. Oh,
You know, the other thing is a mental or maybe a mental / spiritual, emotional exercise is not going anywhere near social media or email of any kind or anything first thing in the morning.